Hello, so in this video I will try to play against the AI here with handicap. So I'm gonna try to go for the revenge with the 4 stones right here, and my time control is gonna be like 40 minutes on the clock. And yeah, I'm gonna try to play. So let's start. White did approach. So in this game I'll try to probably emphasize the size a little bit comparing to the corners. So let's try to like pincer this way. Try to control the sides rather than the corners, to give up a little bit the corner territory, let's say, and see how it goes. Okay, so white approached here. I think I'll continue just the same. Just continue to pincer all the way. Try to see how Katago is going to react. Okay. Yes, gonna use with this jump here, try to play something on the left, try to fight. So in order to take this invasion point away, so if you play all the way here, there's gonna be this invasion point. So in this case I'll probably play here to take this away and still pincering this one stone. So I'm going to play here, probably the corner, maybe double approach, or could play somewhere else. Yep. So yeah, in this game I'm continue to pincer and see how the AI is gonna react. To jump, I think now you could try to think about jump here, if it's simply to respond. Sometimes you could go jump this way, let white cap you, and then you just attach on the side and protect the corner. But yeah, the usual response should be to jump this way. So you can jump here when this side is really big, but in this case it's too wide to really go from here, justify. So yeah, I think normally responding like jump here should be fine. But white's gonna try to double approach, maybe pincer, try to do something there. Yeah, makes sense. So trying to put pressure on this stone in the corner. So as black, you probably need to attach either way. The most standard way should be to play here. So you're gonna get surrounded from white around here. You could Kosumi, kind of invite white to play here and then cross cut kind of thing. Could be an interesting move right here, because we have like support over here. Yeah, might be some move that we can try. But so did I attach Kosumi here and attach this way? I'm thinking about which way. Yeah, it's attached this way. I mean, Kosumi is probably some sort of move that you can play. Definitely provocative here in the corner. So usually Hane here, or simply go in the corner. So against this one, just going to extend here. 100% a move to play. And then white can attach, extend Kosumi, or go in the corner. Something there. So this one, you have two moves, so you can block, disconnect still these two stones here from the corner, or block here, try to yeah, block this stone to get connected. Don't know which way I'm gonna go, but it seems like blocking here is still big. But then you have this side, which looks important. Maybe this side is fine, because we already have a better kind of advantage on this side right here. So yeah, I could block, let white crawl, and then maybe play wedge and just go on this side of the board. Definitely it's an interesting position that you would like to think a little bit. Maybe you could block this way, and if crawl could cut. and then just cut off here. Yeah, I don't know if this is correct, but let me try to do this. I gotta give up the corner to white, but then try to cut off that way. So extend, and now I think you can cut here, and you can cut off this stone from the corner, and still here you're connected. So I'm gonna do this. Try to get the outside, so that we can actually help kind of this stone a little bit, because if white tries to pincer, if white can connect there, it's going to be difficult to run away here. So just connect. I think you can connect here, and then even this one cannot run away because you can cut and then take. So just going to connect here. Maybe could actually honey the other way. Try to put pressure on the corner, but then you need to read about like cross cut right there. Maybe this is a bit slow. Like I can try to honey this way to annoy a bit on the outside if you just simply connect here. So that is one problem. Yeah, I'm gonna go with here, but I feel like this is slightly a bit slow. White will probably honey from the corner there, yeah. Definitely block. And then white connects and try to use this cutting point. So going to connect here. There's going to be this push that is sent there concerning like Atari and push right here, so just we need to be careful about this. So here you can probably play away. Like connecting seems okay, but maybe a bit slow. We could just extend somewhat here, putting pressure these ways, these two stones. Because if I connect, white will just try to pincer, and then yeah, I don't know how this wall is going to be useful. So probably wanting to have some things on the side. Yeah, let's try to extend this way. I don't know how good this is, but I'm going to let kind of white cut here and just prevent from white to pincer, put pressure against here. That looks an interesting move. Trying to put pressure from the top here. So if I jump, white will try to block. As a spirit, you would like to jump here, kind of punish this move, but yeah, if I block, probably white's gonna attach and say it could just pressure from the top side and be okay. It's actually quite a tough choice. So jump, white will block. Then if you can counter on these two stones, maybe. But then this side is going to be weak. Yeah, let's block here. And connect these two stones. Probably attach, I would suspect, because usually that's the shape move here. But maybe plate can play away. Okay, extend against this one. Definitely going to push once to prevent kind of white playing here. And I would like to wedge if possible, but then white can use this cutting point there, so it doesn't work. So if this here, probably cut once and then push. So you cannot really do this. But in order to make this work, you could, if you protect this point over there, you can definitely do this then. Maybe there's another way to use this, is like turning here, so you can crawl and also kind of capture this one stone. Yeah, it's turn. I think this is a pretty important move to play here. So potentially capture this and putting some pressure to the top side group for white. So yeah, white did capture this one stone, which looks nice. Also probably eyeing around here. Maybe I need to put some sort of move like descent. Looks better to put something, because push is maybe a problem. Yeah, white cannot do too much against this group, I think, because this is almost center to threaten to connect. And there's weakness here. Let's descend. I mean, it seems pretty big to play here. And then protecting a bit against the run of this stone. Okay, just 3 points. White's taking the corners. So this black can take center usually. Could try to block from this side to prioritize here, or blocking here to just go for this side of the board. Again, interesting choice. Usually we would like to block the side that it's more open, so probably here. But then this Joseki, the heirs kind of don't like it, but for the reason white can just kind of descend here, you'll see something like this. Like that will be the stuff that the heirs like, so you can descend and try to lower the value of this side over here. But you might want to block this way, prioritize here. Maybe to also protect against that cut a little bit. It is difficult choice. Like this way you control the whole board a little bit better, but also this looks pretty good if you can just block this way. Yeah, you need to have some good imagination planning afterwards. I think I'm gonna block here. I really don't know which one is better. This is about like intuition importance, but so crawl, simply extend here. And usually white harness, sometimes you could crawl again and try to take center. We'll see what white plays. So yeah, block, connect. That's the usual stuff. And then the old Joseki was to connect as black, but this time usually you crawl here. Leave this cutting point because you can like respawn it, like bump it anyways, it's so good. So now the question, so Joseki is finished. So this side is kind of okay. White took the corner. But then white is trying to jump and put pressure against this stone. So could try to play over here. Because white cannot really do much here. Maybe jump, but that's about it. Sometimes push. Not much to do. Maybe trying to shoulder it, use this stone. That is definitely possible. Yeah, some move like that, I suspect. But let's try to play on this side of the board because this is kind of the side that is still open. So to continue move from here, something like this looks interesting. If jump, you jump simply. So let's go over here and respond this way. So again, kind of take other parts of the board. Okay, white did bump, so trying to eye of this cut. So if we block here, white will try to honey and maybe use this point. I don't know, maybe could extend. Like turn connect here. Try to fight this way. Because if we extend, it's going to be way better for against this like lone stone there to capture, and if turn you connect, this you just try to fight. Yeah, seems like here we want to try to fight a little bit stronger, because just the response seems a bit too passive. Okay, interesting. Push. Yes, yeah, I think you can jump. Take these two. I don't know whether this exchange really was good, because it took away the shoulder hit here. Maybe attach, so that we don't have any forcing moves from the outside. Could be better to attach here. Attach, maybe there's some aji like push and like cut, but this one you can squeeze, don't matter. There's just forcing moves to maybe attach here. Okay, again, I'm not too sure, but it should be okay. Maybe this is cleaner though. Like there's no kind of squeeze aji. Like this, maybe white can attach or play here, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna jump. Like this is probably close between jump and attach. I know I'm probably thinking a bit slightly too much around here. But now you can capture these stones. Okay, white did try to take the corner, so responding here was pretty big, taking the base away from this group. You should block once, even if your plan is to kind of let white connect here. So against here you can block from this side. And against this honey, probably to try to be a bit fast or block from this side. Still there is a bit RG there, so it should be okay. So block here, play this and try to extend, something like this. So give up the corners to white, but get the sides first. So it's block here. So I took control left, trying to take control here. Usually, yeah, white plays this and then you atari. So usual kind of a corner joseki after this kind of variation happens quite a lot. And then you can take center. So yeah, probably going to play high just to have a bit more influence in the center. If you want to play really territorial, you could go low, but just to balance, you can see this is on the third line. So sometimes you want to have like both, just to have like not all stones on the low side. So let's go high here to not get also pincered around here. That's pretty important move. Probably white's gonna try to jump and use something here because okay, so this is just a center move, protecting a little bit around here as well. Yeah, we'll block. This is fine. I would suspect maybe attach or jump because there's not much else to do. Okay, like you can see the other sides of the board are kind of complete. Maybe you could play something around here, but this is the kind of area that both players didn't play. Here you should definitely respawn once, and then usually Hane. And in this case, you could sometimes extend simply here. So not really atari, but just extend, and if connect, you can then block. Because if white plays the corner, you don't want to play this kind of push here. So in this case, yeah, I'll try to play here and just block the outside. Again, the theme of the game here, continuing, just let white have some points and take control of the center type thing. And this one will just connect. White will probably still connect here, because if not, like the whole corner will be kind of damaged. And this one just blocking here, so we don't have any like outside weakness, and this kind of move should be almost center against here. Okay, just trying to reduce this area from the top side. And maybe it's probably eyeing what's running with that stone over there, potentially making some points here, so we need to be a bit mindful about this. I feel comfortable, but then white has still a lot of points. Don't know how much big it is to respond simply here, because we're already kind of alive here. This one also is solid. White doesn't have much like aggressive stuff to do. Maybe attach here, but you could try to simply respond or try even to extend and go through here. So there's respawn on this side, try to like expand here type move. And maybe actually block once, because if white tenukis, you can cut here. This one descend once and then like take these 3 stones, which is pretty thick. So yeah, let's play this move. Probably white will turn and it's going to be center, because just getting caught here is just too much. No, okay. Interesting. Actually against here, I don't know if it's like, okay, it's strengthening this side, but I can like play here and protect the right side. If I don't respond, there's going to be this like push and cut, which might be a bit annoying, but then push and cut, extend, crawl, descend. Yeah. Let's just respond and play here, so we can keep the right side for ourselves. And then you can still play something on the center from here. Yeah, so turn. So white said that this is basically better exchange. White. Maybe you could place something on here to keep this side. Don't know how much this is big. Like this is pretty big to kind of prevent this extension from white as well. But or attach maybe. Block is also probably center, cut. Wait a minute, block, cut, take, there's honey. Yeah, maybe this is not center, so we're not gonna block here, just endgame move at the end. Yeah, I feel comfortable, but then we need to play correctly from here. I don't know, probably jump looks good to prevent white getting points there, or trying to go really aggressive and something here. But yeah, let's try to jump, because this seems like a big point. Also, always as black, you need to pay attention about this one stone that is there. Okay, looks a bit slow to play here. I'm just going to respond this way and keep the whole left side. If you can limit to white's territory there, usually this is too big. So there's nothing really need to be worried at this point. So yeah, let's try to play here. Try to say this is everything for me. I think white will try to infiltrate. No, okay. that is saying that basically just keeping here and letting black having this whole side is good enough, which is a bit surprising. Like, it makes you worry, because if you misjudge the position, then you'll be behind. But yeah, we'll block, just keep the points there on the left side. Probably extend, don't know, but no. Okay, so just going to let me have this whole area. I think you can push here. You need to confirm. So cut, you can block, there's no cut here, so it's self-atari. Turn, you can connect. Maybe there's some RG there. Okay. I think best move is to bamboo joint here. So now it's completely dead without any RG. Okay, extend, just block the center. Maybe you could play move like this, but it is bad RG around here. Usually you don't gain playing this kind of moves. Yes, you can protect this way better, but then if white can push through here, it don't gain anything. And this move is probably better against like putting pressure on this side of the board. So yeah, just going to block. Although it's definitely some place you can think a little bit. So this is simply endgame. Yeah, I want to try to just limit the kind of black's territory. I guess it's just to block again. Just keep this side. So I would probably try to play somewhere there, here. Maybe use this kind of peeping point. But yeah, I feel like just if black plays simply, there's no way white can catch, because this is almost like, if this is to this line here, here's like 15, 19, 21, 23, 26, 29, like almost 40 points. If we count here, maybe 45. I'm gonna block this way right here. So this way you can definitely know its territory. So I said 45, and then black is probably around 25 around here, so 70. If let's say it's 70 points, white has probably, so let's say count 16, then 4, 20. This is, let's say 15, so 10, then 2 here, then a bit more, so 15, 20, 20, 15, 35. This is like, you could say it's block connect, let's say 6, so 41, and then white has 50 here, 61. Yeah, I should be ahead like 10, like 15 points, something like this, if nothing happens. So at this point we should be comfortable. So interesting endgame here. Where do we want to make some points, and how do you want to prevent white to make more points? So potential is around here, and as black you have some potential points here. That's about it. There's no much RG there. Maybe connecting is quite big, but probably don't need to play there. Could simply attach, limit this side, and maybe protect a little bit around here. Yeah, seems good, because you're not going to invade anyways. So let's attach this way. So against Hane, you could think usually to crawl back here or extend this way. And still there's this cutting point, so you could maybe cut or use this kind of a top side move to kind of make this as a threat. Yeah, let's extend here to make this area a bit more points, potential points. And white needs to connect something, because if not, you can cut. So you can protect by pushing here, that's true. I wonder if attach is a thing. Like trying to cut here, and if bump, you can maybe play here, and this one just bump from, like, block from this way. Seems to be good. And if we can get some points here, that looks nice. Yeah, let's attach here. So we can go inside a little bit. Yes, white can Hane and get a little bit advantage here, but I don't mind. So yeah, usually connect and then probably just bump here. So that next, maybe there's some annoying moves like crawl and Hane. Usually, yeah, okay, this is quite nice point. If you play away, maybe white is gonna try to go inside a little bit here. Maybe it's important to kind of put a move somewhere here or jump. If we jump, it would be pretty clear that this is all done. Whereas if you let white maybe peep and jump this way, it will kind of decrease in terms of points. So let's jump here simply, protect here. If I count it correctly, this should be almost like 40 points. So extend, trying to attach here. Could block or Kusumi, either way it's probably good. So sometimes you want to block to feel liberties here, so maybe if you can kind of exploit around the like attach, block, cut to create a cutting point here, so that yeah, if there's something you can do on the other side as well, maybe to use this, you want to block, but if not, Kosumi is probably better for this side, because you can then jump, keep the points here. So yeah, I'm gonna choose Kosumi this time. It's probably fine to also block, but preventing attach from white, basically. Yeah, taking is huge. So I'm gonna Atari net white take here. So I'm just gonna pre-move, because it's gonna be played anyways. And then white can then Hane, try to play this endgame next. Oops, nope, didn't happen. So against this one, white is threatening here, so going to Kosumi. And then white will take. Because next is Sente, you need to protect. Yes, so take. So now it's really about like second line moves set up here. Some points here. This is pretty nice. Block. Yeah, I think you block here. So playing this. White is maybe going to play this one to Hane. But usually, yeah, block. Do we have some Sente moves that are creative? I mean, maybe this kind of thing, like jump here. Because attach this, you can play here. And then connect, it's going to be dead. And if you jump and white connects, if you just jump here, push, cut, you can play this one. Interesting kind of endgame move that we probably have right here. But the question is, do we need to do something like this? And in terms of call threats, I do not have much. White has better shape overall. Maybe it's simply better to just kind of crawl honey here than this. Cosmo is probably big here, preventing white from playing somewhere there. And then something like monkey jump first. Let's play Cosmo. So really this is about endgame. There's here, this, and then some points there. So white blocked. Maybe you can reduce the center on here a little bit more. But yeah, it seems big to place something around here so you can maybe limit the side, create some points here. You know what, let's crawl once here though, because you don't want to get blocked from white. So should block, yeah? And then probably something around here. So you can keep the points this way, so here we can just cut it off. And next, if I can jump, I can keep here, limits this kind of white territory in the center. Okay, very responsive overall, let's say. I don't know if cutting is interesting here, so that we can have honey. Usually white's gonna respond either ways, but yeah, usually responding this one to keep the points there. Maybe white is going to try to play this move, but we'll see. Okay, attaching here. That might be a bit annoying, but against this attach we can probably honey and be fine. Unless I misread something, and if you go back here, there's peep. Maybe here attach you can bump and it's fine. Seems okay. I don't see much to do, but hopefully not wrong, because this will be bad. Yeah, seems like. So this one I'm just going to extend here. So second line, don't honey, because white can cut, so be careful. So just simply here. Start to attach this. But that one, isn't this move working? Wait a minute, here. Block this one, you can push. And should win the race. Maybe not. That is a real cool move. Really, can't I play this? I need to check, like, we don't have much time on the clock. Seems like because this liberty is open, it should work to play here. Let's play here. Hopefully this is not wrong, because I don't see anything. Like, yeah, connect. You can go back and we should be able to just connect everything. So you can go review a bit later about here, but yeah, it seems like it was correct. So white did push here, block simply. Yeah, white can Atari, so that's the only thing. And then probably play here. Okay, at least we got out of trouble. This is all territory. 16, 21, 25. Let me count here roughly. 16, 90. Yeah, 21, 25, 21, 42, 6, 40, and then there 45. Yeah, something like that. Just connect. And here we should have about, yeah, probably have like 80 almost. So this one will push once and then go back here. Maybe you simply push this way and jump here. Interesting which way you go. Yeah, you don't want to get blocked here in center, get some points, so I'll choose this one. And then black can also turn on here. But usually, if played, white will go here. And definitely need to protect, I feel, because if you don't, white's gonna peep around here, is going to be problematic. So you cannot turn here. And that one, maybe there's push and cut. But if you want to protect everything in a sure way, you can just play here and it should be fine. So white plays on first line, block. So this one I'll try to pre-move. Yep, connect here. So sometimes here when you connect, you need to think about like which ways you want to connect. Maybe here, this way, or some cases maybe here, but in this case it doesn't really make sense to just simply connect, and there's no arch around here, so connect solidly is the best way to go. Maybe Hane here. Yeah. So first line, Hane. These ones, it's so centered because if white cuts it, takes all our points away. So definitely going to play here and connect, because there's not really much else to play. Maybe Hane here, splice, yeah, block. That's probably one of the biggest moves left. So now you have the center, so you can play somewhere as black. Turn looks pretty good. You could pressure here. Maybe turn once. Could want to play here, not sure. Yeah, let's turn here once. Usually white extends, because if not, that will become trouble. And now this is center. Don't think you can go to here, it's a bit far. I mean, playing here is pretty big as well, don't want to forget. Crawl, maybe. like block this way. Let's turn here. Use this point so white cannot try to do something on this side, and white will connect here anyways. We should be comfortably winning. This turn. Putting some pressure here. I think white will try to protect. Against this, we're gonna play this one so you can keep the point, because connect white can honey and potentially all the points are gone. So let's play here. Against this one, if you block this cut, so we need to go back and play here. So this one white can cut, and then there's this one right here, so be careful. So yeah, white did protect here. Yeah, I would probably play this one to threaten cut and cut here first. And then probably just simply cut here. Don't know if peeping first might make sense. Let's play this one. It's gonna be connect here. Yeah, against this cut white has here, so maybe we don't gain much. But yeah, going to cut. Honey is huge. There's also crawl. Block here is pretty nice as well. Because this will be center. So on the clock we should be fine still. Yeah, it's block here. Just prevents this kind of bad archie around here is most important. Yes, white can crawl, but that's okay. Gonna give up some points to white. So going to block here. I don't think there's anything on this side on the board. So going to play this push block here, it seems. Atari maybe. Nice played, no, get crawl. Gonna connect. So this attach moves. Still that back in play. Yeah, connect here. Yeah, this attach here, that one. There's some moves here that we can play. Yes, just push here once. Don't get run out of clock. So I did play 40 minutes and then 30 seconds per move. So we are in Byoyomi right now. But yeah, whether it matters or not, it's a different question. Yes, I touch here. Prevent this white move. Should be big still. Okay, going to take this one. This might be, this is center with like Hane Atari push through type thing. Okay. Don't know, block here doesn't seem to be too big, so we're gonna take these 2 stunts in center here. White will go take back. Needs to, because if not, we can take the whole corner. Maybe preventing this peep might be interesting. Yeah, preventing this peep kind of thing, so could simply atari. White will connect, and then you just bump something here, maybe could throw in again, type stuff. Also decreasing some points over there. So let's do this. Maybe atari hane. Plan was to just respond this way right here. So yeah, that could be quite nice. So I did protect this throw-in point. I don't know if it's big to respond there. Might be. Let's play here actually. So you can push and maybe descend. Would be nice if you can do so. Don't think this is cente, so we'll just push. Interesting. Maybe that wasn't a good move for me. Yeah, I'm gonna play away against this move. Block, didn't know. Connect. Yeah, locally there, even if you block, there's gonna be atari and cut, so there's not much you can do there. Hanem here is 2 points. Yeah, probably connecting here is pretty big. Let's do this. Because now we take away a bit of aji around here. And we can go and play these center moves in the center. I'm going to protect here because if not, push and hane is going to be center. Extend, just connect. And now we can descend here. Take away some points. So normally if I judge correctly, this should be way winning for black. At least 10 points, surely. Connect here, so we can prevent white playing here in center. Hane is actually quite nice. So disconnecting these 3 stones. So if you hane, white needs to put like 2 moves there. So this is why. Yeah, connect. Let's push here. This. Yeah, I think hane there then, after this one. Because this is like 1 point in center, is a bit less than, maybe more than 1. 2 points. Yeah, this is maybe a bit more than 1 point, don't know. 2 points, I mean. But yeah, going to hane here seems like biggest point on board. So hane responds. And then, yeah, you could play here to like block like 3 points. Yeah, so playing this one. So 2 points right here, 2 points here. So I could say it's the same. Center here, this, and this. I'm gonna block this one first. Let white connect, and then probably block. Okay. Against this one, we'll still block here. Maybe white will push first. Okay, against this one, I'll take once. White will take, because if not, it's too big, so need to take this center here, this 2 points, 2 points, so we're not gonna play. It's all the same. Really, there's not much different. Yeah, so just play this 1 point over here. So I do a push, and then play this one, and I play here, and it's GG's. So I just continue the moves here. And yeah, I will do the counting, show it to you guys. Okay, I mean, I guess you could play here and it's the same. Let's honey. So yeah, it's kind of the same even if white wedges. If you did just respond, then white can play here, so probably then white gets 1 point. So push, and it is over. So I have the capturing stones correctly, so 5 and then 3. Seems to be good. Okay, so here. Yeah, this game I feel I played pretty well overall. Didn't feel in danger at all. Did limit kind of white's attack. So yeah, I'm gonna play the damage point simply and make the game over. So continue with stuff like this. There's that one you can play. So here just feel all the damage. Connect this one. Just make sure that you don't self-auto yourself when you play on the real board, because you need to have like both players agreeing to the game ending. So sometimes if there's like cutting points, you need to be careful, but in this case there's no danger, so it's all good. And technically when you play over the board, maybe against someone, when you pass, it depends on customs, but you just give a stone, and then when your opponent does the same, it's kind of saying that both players agree to end the game. So yeah, here should be overside pass, and white should do the same. So here you go. Black did win 10 points, so this is 40, 60, so 20, so 40, 60, 7. White has 10, 30, 40, 50, 7 points, so we win by 10. So yeah, it was a nice game. So we're going to go for a short review. So here you go. Black did win by 10 points. We can look also at the performance report. Yeah, it seems like we didn't make too much of mistakes, so some points I did lose 1 point or a bit more, but yeah, overall did play pretty good. And this is kind of the graph of the game. Always as when you play against the AI, it's gonna look like that. But okay, let's go and look where we went wrong. So we tanked a little bit on the graph, so maybe this move. It seems like protecting there wasn't really urgent. I was concerning about this kind of a white push and then try to go after e4. It seems like this was too big to miss. And yeah, as you can see, white is trying to use these stones over there. But yeah, using the advantage of the handicap, I thought, yeah, just protecting here, preventing any bad stuff for later should be good. Seems like still block, but yeah, I prefer this one, should be good enough. Seems like Hane, so not attaching, so that's good. Jump. Okay, let me see where's... Maybe here? Yeah, jump could be slow. Okay, I was thinking here in the game, I thought this one, but wasn't sure. I wanted to protect this top side group a little bit, so did jump. It shouldn't be bad, just maybe a bit slow. Yeah, because white, this center might be different for this side as well. Not only for the center, but around here. White did make some points, whereas if you play this one, there's no center from white. Seems like there's not much to be reviewed. Okay, maybe here. So yeah, need to turn, don't protect, yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, as you can see, like I thought like black is way ahead, so normally if you play a real game, you want to try to complicate stuff, but at this point you can see it's kind of difficult. Already the sides are decided, the center is sealed off, there's no weak groups, so you need to try to create some things in the endgame, but in this case it's really difficult. Yeah, that was the only part I was a bit scared. Seems like... Yeah, but do you need to do this? Yeah, so block doesn't work, so you can simply push and yeah, take these stones, so there's nothing over there. And if Hane, you just take these two. So this way, if you block, there's gonna be attach here and white can go a little bit on the inside. So that was a cool kind of move. It stressed me a little bit, but yeah, seems like nothing is working. So now we connected here and I thought it should be winning. And yeah. From here, okay, maybe there's another blunder on here. So don't connect and try to... So here I thought like white can cut, but maybe there's... Yeah, black can push and do some things here, seems. But yeah, practically you don't need to do stuff like this just to win, so I was just thinking about... yeah, protecting this point, and it seems like after this one... Okay, we might lost 3 points or something like that, but... Yeah, overall, pretty good. I would say it was the highlight of the game was around here, so trying to kind of use the sides overall. Seems like that plan worked. And then try to descend here, take this weakness away. I think the importance of taking center and controlling on the sides this game has really shown out. And yeah, if you play some handicap games, try to maybe learn from this. So sometimes I know a lot of you guys don't really like to play handicap, but it is useful as black try to kind of punish your opponent's moves or try to use the handicap to your advantage. And if you play white trying to teach someone, you need to play aggressive and show you need to be creative with your moves. So in that sense, sometimes from time to time playing some handicap games is good. So yeah, it seems like that's probably the move I regret a little bit. It's too slow, just this one to prevent some points here, because at the end you can see white gained some points and got on the inside, whereas if you play that move right there, here. You can see the kind of prospects is different around here. Sorry, maybe not here, but yeah, one move before, so here. So you can see less points here, but then white can jump, so yeah, difficult. But probably this is a move you want to play, it's pretty big. Next, black can maybe play something around here and try to play e2, like reduce the corner like there is here. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this game. So we'll be posting different types of videos in the channel, so if you liked, yeah, like, comment and subscribe. I'll be doing some lives usually, so at around evening time Japan, so if you can join either here on YouTube or on Twitch, I'll be happy. So have a nice day and see you to the next video. Bye.